Hey, hey, hey. Y'all like that? Hey. Welcome to On the Scene. I'm your host. I'm your girl, Racheal J. I'm here with the talented Anthony Forbes. He's sitting next to me, also known as Brilli-Ant. I love it. That's Brilli dash A-N-T. I love it. Brilliant. How are you doing today?
Great. Glad to be here.
Yay, thank you for coming. You know what, last week we had a musician on here. We got a musician today, but we just, we getting it in on the scene. Yes, I love music, and you have like a wonderful background in music. You do R&B and pop, but you've been trained in classic and jazz.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, while we talking, no, acting crazy. 7 years old, you got a scholarship, to play, classical and jazz piano. Just tell me about that. 7 years old, I was eating mud pies in Coffeyville, Kansas. Okay, I wasn't, playing on it. I wasn't doing nothing great, but just tell me about that experience.
Yeah, well, it was in Oak Park, Steckton Studio of Music, and I just child prodigy and just randomly started playing classical music when I was 6, 7 years old, and
how do you randomly
and then and then he's just like, hey, I want this kid. He's staying with Steckton. Was like, yeah, he's staying with me.
Goodness.
So he gave me the opportunity and a scholarship there, and and from there I just continued to take lessons and play and just practice and just the discipline, develop a lot of that.
Yeah, that's huge. Having discipline is something that I still like, Racheal. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Keep that discipline, girl. But with your, like when your mom discovered you had this talent, how did you even get in a position to even be found, or discovered?
Well, I was in Cub Scouts as a kid,
Yeah.
and it was funny because while the kids were playing with their little Cub Scout toys and stuff like that, there was actually a piano. We were in a gym one time, and they were all playing, and there was a piano there, and I just went on the piano and just started playing.
Started
while they were playing, and then my mom. There was this guy that was the father to one of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
He was sitting with my mom, and he was just like, you know what, you got to do something about this. Like, you can't just is he taking lessons? Like, what is he doing?
Right.
And so that's when he introduced her to Dr.
Oh
Steckman.
my goodness, yes.
And that's how that happened. So
that's wonderful, and I think that's a great attestament to just how, when it's your time, it's your time. You were in Cub Scouts, just randomly, I see a piano like a regular kid, just doing too much, messing with stuff, and you got discovered.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And then fast forwarding, beyond that, at age 14, you were which is like the biggest honor in the world, one of them. You know what I'm saying? You actually played for Obama.
Yes.
So tell us, just fill us in, baby. I'm trying to get a handshake, and you playing a whole piano for the man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was in the jazz band at the time, and Obama had a speech at the Democratic Party of Oak Park, Illinois, and while he was a Senate, and
right.
So we went there and saw him speak, and then played for him.
Yeah.
And then got to of course meet him, shake his hand, talk,
wow.
Got a picture with him
as
well. And it's great because I actually sent the picture to him right before he left office, and he signed it, which was really cool too.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
So what was it like meeting Obama and just being in the presence of just all that greatness? Because anybody could have played. They could have, you know what I'm saying? And they picked you guys.
It was definitely, I would say, inspirational time, and definitely was glad to have that opportunity, and definitely humbling. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And you're a humble dude, he's so cool, you're laid back. And if y'all didn't know, that was definitely, his single that we played, when we were coming in. So we're gonna give you guys another good dose of it later on, because this guy is definitely talented and doing big things. And he's working on his EP as well. So that's gonna be, when is it gonna be released?
In the fall, yeah. So we're releasing it in the fall, and I going to have a music video
Oh
put
my
out for it as well.
goodness.
So
Yay.
yeah,
Yay.
another one of the second single is what I'm doing. Yeah,
The music video?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so
All right, so
yeah,
how many songs are we gonna have on the EP?
EP will be 7. Total
Okay,
7 songs.
that's a good number.
Yeah.
That's a very good number.
Yeah.
So what can we expect out of your music? Where are you gonna take us to?
Well, I would say it's a blend of my past influences mixed with the really hard energy, that's what's happening now. So both put together, both worlds, so the old and the modern.
I love it. I'm a big fan of going back in the day, because I'm an 80s baby, so you'll always hear the radio on 104.3, you'll always hear me bumping, that old school E40, Snoop D.O.J., some Aretha, rest in peace. Oh my gosh, yes. So I can dig it. And I was listening to your music, and it's a wonderful song. I love it, and it does give me that back in the day vibe, like that H-Town and Troop, and that back of that 90s groove, but you can still feel that fusion of today.
I feel
in
that
there
that's
as well.
something that's missing, right now. It's just that spark,
Yes.
'cause it's especially with the influences that I have and stuff like that. I just felt it's a void that needs to be filled in music right now.
It is. I think when people they listen to what's going on, and they're just trying to replicate it, instead of saying, okay, who am I, what do I really love, and let me just do what I love to do. And I hear that in your music. You're like, I'm gonna do me.
Right.
I'm not trying to do what Little SZA and whoever the hell they are. I don't know. The little Yeppy, whoever the littles are, So when you run across someone who's like, this is who I am, I'm gonna do me, it's refreshing, because the 80s babies, the 90s babies, we miss the Boys to Men's, the H-Towns, the Black Streets. So you bring some of that essence in your music. So tell me about some of your influences. Who you grew up listening to, or who really just, when you hear their music, you're like, oh my gosh, just my soul is happy.
I really, I liked Pharrell a lot growing up.
I like
Pharrell
Pharrell.
growing up, as as a songwriter, the producer, everything, and him, and of course, Michael Jackson, of course.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Prince, and guys like that, and Quincy Jones. So these guys really shaped who I am as an artist, and
Absolutely.
I just grew up studying a lot of vocalists, George Michael, like a lot of different, different eras. As a kid growing up, I would just study them because I was just obsessed with just their story and just the vocals, everything, music, everything.
Absolutely, yes. And hey, stay tuned, because we're going to be digging into this song. What's the title of this song that we're going to be playing?
Just like that.
Just like that. Let me tell you something. Look at this dude. He look like a nice guy. Just a good boy. But let me tell you something. I was listening to this song, and I was like, wait. I was like, what? Wait a minute. What? Huh? I was like, wait, hold on. This ain't, no. Like, mama don't want to listen to that. Mama, just listen to track number 4. We ain't gonna listen. So, yes, it's just, you just can't judge a book by its cover. I'm thinking I'm about to hear some Beethoven. Baby, I turned that music on. I was like, what? Do I need to do this or what? A little bit of that. So I'm very excited to play, his single for you. It's a hot track, and it's definitely steamy. I was like, wait, boy, you better stop playing with me, yellow boy. But yes, but when we were all talking about, just the industry in general, and just how it's so popcornish, and how it's, can be really political. And when you have, true artists who study the craft, and who, who have skills because you play the piano, you're a songwriter, you do all these things. How do you feel about this industry and do you want to be signed by a label or do you want to go do you want to go the independent way? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've always felt the cream always rises to the top, so
I like
at the end of the day, so.
Yes.
But, as far as labels is concerned, I mean, right now, independent is the way
yes,
to go,
absolutely.
in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's just the way to go. And until they fix the structure of everything, with the technology and everything that's out, I think maybe I'll consider a label support depending on deals and, it actually, being in the benefit, of in my favor, as opposed to on the business end. But yeah, so that's independent. I think is the way to go.
I agree because it's your work, it's your talent, it's your hard work, it's your sweat, it's your blood. So you want independent, you'll get 100% of those proceeds.
Right.
A lot of times when you have these contracts, especially when you're in a desperate situation, you may be getting 30%.
Right.
Because you got to pay everybody before you get your cut. And by the time you get your cut, that's 8 away because you got to live, you got to breathe. Yeah. So definitely being an independent artist is the way to go. Yeah. So are you looking to start, performing here in the fall as well, or when can we look forward to actually, see?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, we doing that.
Yeah, it's going down. It's definitely good. I definitely plan on performing a lot after I release the full project and just eventually setting up tour dates and everything. But just building and making everything level up in the process called the elevation. So,
yes,
because I feel where I'm at in my life, everything is just progressing and elevating.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. Yeah. And y'all see this little young. This little young, handsome face. He look innocent. We about to play this song for y'all, cause baby, he ain't innocent no more. Okay, he not innocent. If mama's watching, I'm sorry. Mama just turned it off for about 3-4 minutes. So I don't want you to look at your son different. But yeah, we're gonna play, his new single here, so you guys can just get a taste of what I'm talking about, because it definitely is a hot track. And is it gonna be accessible on the different streaming? What are the different Spotify and different things like that?
It's on all social media platforms and my Instagram at Brilli-Ant Music. You can follow me there for all content and catch you up to speed with everything. And then YouTube, just type in at Brilli-Ant, Brilli-Ant, and so Twitter at Brilli-Ant Music.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to, I kind of know what was, your thinking behind it, but do you want to explain to the, to the audience what your thinking was behind? No, the creative.
Some sexy.
The creative process behind the song.
Just in that groove, in that mood, and it's just organic too, organically in that groove. Right?
I like that.
Nothing forced, just just that sex appeal.
Just riding that wave.
Hey. So.
All right. Well, you want to get to it?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Just like that. Now she gives a fuck. Hey. It's hard for me to trust a girl like you. Look at all my friends. Is it real attention? You know I'm interested, so I'ma keep it real with you now, baby. Turn up with me. Hey. I got what you wanna see. Get in the back. Yeah. Hey. Hey, oh, that's solid. I like it. Oh my goodness. Boy, got me want to drop it just like that. Down there. Hold on. I'm about to go drop it just like that after this, baby. Oh my, okay, baby. Rachel's gonna be somewhere dropping it after this, okay? Y'all better start playing with me. Oh my gosh, I love that track. That's not, and it's so, that's such another side of you. Oh my gosh, wow. You got 6 more tracks? So I think, so what is gonna be, so this is more of the, more of the man, baby, come on, let's do this. So what are the other songs are you gonna get some of that classical jazz? Are we gonna get a little bit of that in here? Or are we sticking solely to like the R&B pop feel?
I definitely put dosages of jazz influence in there. So you're gonna get all of that, a lot of soul R&B, but still with the sound that I have right now that I'm pushing. Just that sexy,
oh my God, that
feel.
was sexy.
Yeah.
He said, girl, jump in the back and drop it just like that. Look! Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love it. Yeah. So while we're talking about, the sex and everything else, when you think about this industry, when you think about dating, when you think about all this stuff, are you dating right now? Are you currently with someone right now and everything? I ain't trying to put you on blast.
No.
Lord have mercy, girl. If he ain't claiming you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean it. It's just a question. No.
No, not at the moment right now, no.
So do you think, with trying to date and trying to have a career and pursuing your goals, has that been a difficult thing for you to do and maintain? Because as an artist and as a creative, we're different. Right. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a certain type of person who really understands us and can really deal with it, because it's kind of like there's a certain level of insanity included in our in our lives. Like,
it is.
So how do you feel about just dating and just trying to pursue in this world?
I mean, it just depends on the person, of course, and if they understand, what you do, and in social media, everything's like everybody knows your business now, right?
Yeah.
No privacy.
Absolutely none. None at all. And then it's hard to know, because people will see you and they see your potential, and it's really hard to know what a person really wants from you. Yeah. Cause I'm big on intentions. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I need to know why you here, why you want to be here, what you won't.
Keep it all the way.
And I'm kind of straightforward with that. I'll be like, okay, what this is what I can do, this is what I won't do. Okay, you want to part ways? Thank you. It's so nice meeting you. Thanks for the dinner. That's kind of how I am. So with my crazy approach, I'm gonna stick to it. So yes, I just wanted to see your take on just dating and with your career, because it sounds like you're definitely moving up and leveling up. So would you be interested in dating at this point, or is it something that you are going to push? Because it's a decision.
I'm so focused right now.
Yes.
And just focus driven, career driven. So it depends. I mean, so who knows? Like people sweep people off each other's feet. It happens, right? So it just depends. But right now, I'm just 100% focused, and
ready to get that EP crack it. All right, and then we had mentioned Aretha Franklin, so I definitely want to take just a few moments to just, oh my gosh, just have just a brief moment of silence for Aretha. She's definitely one of the influencers on top of influencers, and we all feel a loss, even if we haven't met her. It's definitely a big loss. So just a brief moment of silence for Miss Franklin. Yes, we love you, Aretha, and you know the best part will live on, just like with Whitney. You know, so you know, what are your thoughts behind just her passing?
I think yeah, the music lives on at the end of the day. And like you said, Whitney, guys like Marvin Gaye, who was another huge
Let's
influence.
get it on.
Yeah, you can always go back to the music because it's that powerful and it hits the spirit always.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to remember Brilli-Ant by?
I would say just being being true to yourself and not being afraid to put out a sound that you want to put out. Like not being concerned about what others doing what you feel sounds good and sounds right. And just being genuine about what the music that you want to make and who you are as an artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just bring those positive vibes, just good vibes.
Yeah, you definitely gonna bring that. And since you started off so young, just with, what are some of your goals, even musician wise? Do you play any other instruments or just the piano?
I play some guitar as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we gonna get some acoustics on this?
There's some guitar in the stuff on there. Yeah, we get a little. Yeah.
What? Okay, I like the guitar too. Boy, you better stop playing. Oh, that's awesome. So what are some of your goals just as a musician? Because you seem like a person who likes constant growth. With skill and everything. So what are some of your personal goals?
I definitely want to inspire others for sure. Inspire others and to really push and try to reach the next level because you can always get better and better. It's endless.
Yes, absolutely.
So just inspire others. Eventually would love to give back, of course.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially for like non-profit organizations like Steckman Studio Music, the Organization Scholarship.
Yeah.
So just give back at some point, and be an inspiration, and so.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Any? Can we look forward to any? As you branch out, I know you're busy with the music now, but can we look forward to any acting or anything like that in the? Do you see anything like that in the future? Be the Usher Raymond, do a little film here, film there, and then back to the music.
Right.
So
I can see that happening in the future. Yeah, you never know what but I can.
What life
get in front of that camera and
Absolutely. And just, for those out here watching, 7 years old, you got a scholarship, to a music school. 14 years old, you were playing in front of Obama. Now you're about to, drop an EP and shoot a music video, and you're moving and progressing forward. What tips or information or just anything can you give to the next person, that's looking and searching and just trying to become,
I would say, study the greats and try to become greater. Always work on your craft, really study because it is an art form. So like anything else, you want to like really study, put the hours in,
right?
And learn your instrument too because I think that's something that nowadays that it's kind of with the technology. It's like you want to learn your instrument and
absolutely. And let everyone know how they can get in contact with you, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, I don't know, it's like a million different social media sites, but whatever you're on.
Yeah, at Instagram at Brilli-Ant Music, and Twitter at Brilli-Ant Music, and YouTube, just type in Brilli-Ant,
And then go ahead and spell it out for them. So
BRILLI-ANT.
Isn't that so smart? I like it. Yes, and we are going to give you guys some more of his single. Is it Something Like It Hot? Why is it? Is it Something Like It Hot? Just like that. What? Because you're making me hot when I listen to it. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Can I get a fan up in this bad boy? And drop it just like that. Yes, so we definitely give you some more of brilliant, music as we're leaving. But just to kind of look back and think back over your journey in life, what are your takeaways? Just from you grew up in Chicago,
Yes.
so have you traveled a lot, or have you mainly been in Chicago?
Well, I graduated college in Florida,
Yes.
so I was in Florida and California. Been in California, like Cali a lot. Been to Atlanta, did work out there. So yeah, I've traveled. I like traveling. But,
So to Chi-Town.
yeah, it's home. So it's like here. There's no city like Chicago.
That's so true, though. That's so true. I know I'm not from here, but I love Chicago. It's we have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We have our own, like Hollywood studio situation with CineSpace. We got some of the dopest improv. This is the city of improv and theater. And then we got so many artists out here hustling and doing what they have to do. So I definitely love it. So what has been your, throughout life we go through our changes, we go through our ups and downs. So what is your takeaway just from, because right now you're 27, right?
Yeah.
So not that old, but you're still old enough to have some experiences. Right? You're like, just a little bit. Don't be doing this to me. Just a little bit. You're so funny. So what is your if you can kind of sum everything up, what is like your takeaway with what you've been through in life? If that makes sense.
Well, I would say, it makes you stronger whatever you go through.
Right.
Right. It definitely makes you stronger. And, I just, one of the things I had to deal with a lot was just the change of just the music industry and how things change.
Yes.
And just, having your mindset on, you're going to do this and then just adapting to all the technology and how everything is, and, just certain, things like that. And then that's pretty much, just trying to stay focused too,
Yeah, that's a big one.
And not let things on the outside stop you from, progressing.
Right,
So,
right. Well, that's great, because adaptability and definitely focus are huge.
Yeah.
Just look at the careers of some of the people who are still relevant, like Usher, from his first single till now. Beyonce has definitely did like a 360. She's steady evolving. So yeah, I think you're on the right track. Racheal J approved. Yeah. Yes. So we're gonna hit you again with this dope track, and I look so forward to coming out to a show. I look forward to just digging into this EP. I know it's gonna be good, because you're so multi-talented. You have such a wide variety of music that you listen to, and so I know you're gonna hit us with some different stuff. You know what I mean? So I look forward to it. We're gonna end the show with this hot track. Is there anything any shout outs you want to give?
Just shout out to my mom. Love you, Mom. And
love you, Mommy.
And shout out to all of the people that that stuck with me and that are seeing me progress and grow. Fans, all of you. I love you all. So
absolutely, and it's going to be continued growth, and we're going to be seeing you do some big things. And so I look forward to it. So we're going to get back to that track and let you guys hear all this wonderful things, because we're on the scene. We got Mr. Anthony Forbes here, aka Brilli-Ant. I love that. That's so creative. And here we go. We're going to hit you with it. Enjoy. Come on in here. We got our bro here, Matthew Salter. Shout out to Matthew. Yeah.
Just like that.
Hey.
Just like that.
Yes.
Family, it's a great interview. They killed it every time. Every time. Man,
Yes.
brother from another. Like literally like my brother from another. That's my guy. Nah, but great interview, y'all. I'm just vibing out.
Grooving, yes.
Go download that. Just like that.
Just like that. Brilliant.
Smash. Download it before it gets on the billboard so you got it first.
Hey.
Go ahead, get it. Go ahead, get it.
Go and get that.
Go and get that.
Do what? Hey. Just like that. You on the scene. I heard it here first. Brilliant. Just like that. What?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in some car radios and some club singers pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
It's a vibe.
It's that easy.
When it's a vibe, like when it's not even a single or just a hit, it's a vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some things are like just good songs or a hit, but
Right.
when you talking about timeless music, R-E-S-P-C-T, that's a vibe.
Oh yeah.
Right. She's talking about something with that song, you just feel good. You know,
Yes.
it's a vibe.
Yes.
It makes you feel good. Rest in peace, Aretha.
I know. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Queen of Soul.
Another one of our greats, man.
That concert in heaven is jamming.
Oh my goodness.
Whitney, Prince, Mike, and Aretha.
Oh my God. Yes.
God bless them.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey. It is. I love it. I'm about to be singing it. I'm like, what? He said, my status going up. What? And then you hit it with just like Vanity. I was like, what? That
Somebody
is
study the crap. Like you can tell, like he's really that songwriter because it's like talking about status going. You can hear a lot of people sing or rap nonsense, but when you talking about like things that you really done, my status going up. I'm focused.
Exactly.
I tell you, man.
Just like that. Just like that. Oh yes,
Flame emojis.
yes. Woo! Flame emojis, I love it. Yes, thank you all for tuning in. We're on the scene. I'm your girl, Racheal J. We love you all. We're here with Mr. Brilli-Ant.
Thank you,
Anthony Forbes. Thank you for coming, and we wish you the very best in your journey, and we know we're going to see much more of you. So, hey, get back with us.